And now, CCN, Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood starts right now.
Good morning, Mary and Joseph. Here are some of the headlines making news right here in the San Gabriel Valley. Police are asking for the public's help in finding a man they say shot the owner of a Quiznos restaurant in San Dimas this past week. Sheriff deputies say witnesses told him a white or Hispanic male between 25 and 30 years old went into the Quiznos, showed the owner a semi-automatic gun, demanding money. The owner gave him a bag of money and he left. The owner followed him out and they struggled. Ultimately, authorities say the suspect shot the store owner in the chest and ran off. Police say the victim is a 63-year-old San Dimas resident. He was flown to the hospital in critical condition. Police say the suspect wore a black cap, black shirt, and dark shorts pants with a plaid pattern. Investigators ask anyone with information to call the San Dimas station at 909-450-2700. Police also say the suspect is about 6 feet tall and weighs 175 pounds. Ticketgate seems to be over. A letter in mid-May from a state commission shows that Pasadena city officials are no longer on the hot seat over the number of free tickets they get for Rose Bowl events. The California Fair Political Practices Commission, or FPPC, sent a letter May 19th to Rose Bowl neighbor Lene Hamilton, who had filed a complaint that city council members and staff received more than $150,000 worth of free tickets to the events at the Rose Bowl. The story went national. She alleged the Rose Bowl general manager Daryl Dunn used the tickets to gain favor with the council, and that city officials would then vote in his favor for a proposal to increase the number of events happening at the Rose Bowl. The FPPC wrote that the ticket distribution process follows city policy and that they would not be opening an investigation. Lene Hamilton calls the city policy very loosey-goosey and says the rule is business as usual in the City of Roses. The city's public information officer, William Boyer, says there was never a conflict and that the city properly disclosed ticket distributions. The ongoing statewide drought has made brush clearance a year-round necessity. The city of Duarte has hired an unusual service to get the job done. CCN's Tony Meade joins us live with the story. Good morning, Tony.
Jesse, who needs a tractor, heavy-duty machinery, a mower, or even a man to cut your lawn when you have goats? Those who use them swear by them, saying 60% of a goat's diet already includes brush, weeds, cactus, and tree branches, and that separates them from other livestock, making them the perfect tools for brush clearance and wildfire prevention.
Goat business has been on for a long time. In the old-fashioned times, back in the 1920s, they used animals instead of tractors for herbicides. This is a new way, but the old way. These goats eat 24/7. They got 4 tummies like a cow, and they eat constantly, always eating.
More than 300 goats are clearing the brush in Doherty with their teeth. They come from the Ranchito Tivo Board Goats Company in Chino, and their job is to help bring the foothills to fire code compliance. Doherty City Manager Daryl George says drought conditions have forced city staff to bring in the goats, and since 2007, they've chewed the hillsides and helped the city avoid terrible brush fires.
Oh, they can be very severe, especially right now, obviously we're dealing with some drought conditions, and, we just don't want to approach that severity. So again, we've used the goats every year, and we will continue to do that to keep the brush to a minimum.
Daryl George says goat usage for brush clearance is not only cost-effective, it's also eco-friendly. He says the goats are very quiet, non-invasive, non-polluting, and the community loves them. Deputy Manager Karen Herrera says the brush can get pretty thick, and that it's very important to keep it away from homes and residents.
Goats are cost-effective, extremely cost-effective. In fact, for 13 acres, Tony, it's going to cost the city less than $3,000. And the brush clearance will be done in approximately 2 to 3 weeks. In fact, I think the goats will be done at the end of this week.
Owner George Gonzalez says he's been hiring out the goats for 15 years and that the animals are easy to deal with and maintain. He uses about 450 female goats to help protect communities from wildfires. For a reason.
They tend to do a better job than men, believe it or not. It's just a better animal for me.
The goats owner George Gonzalez also says 200 goats can clear about 1 acre of brush a day. Jesse, did you see those nanny goats in action? That's a lot of girl power. Now back to you in the studio.
Good one, Tony. Okay, I have one for you. What do you call a goat with a beard? A goatee. Oh, boy. Great story, Tony. Okay, the third leg of the Triple Crown takes place right here in the San Gabriel Valley this Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Anita Racetrack, and many horse fans are on pins and needles. No doubt all eyes will be on American Pharoah, who won the Run for the Roses at the Kentucky Derby May 2nd, then took the purse at the Preakness May 16th. Now he's here in the San Gabriel Valley area preparing to run for a blanket of white carnations and the Belmont Memorial Cup at the Belmont Stakes at Santa Anita. The 3-year-old colt will face 7 challengers on a track that's a quarter of a mile longer than the ones he has already won on. If American Pharoah wins, it'll be the first Triple Crown victory in 37 years. Post time is at 6:50 p.m. Saturday, June 6th. Tall bikes, small bikes, kid bikes, big bikes. You could see them all when CicLAvia took over the Crown City Sunday. CicLAvia took over Colorado Boulevard Sunday with people from all over Los Angeles and San Gabriel Valley pedaling along on bicycles of all kinds. Organizers and city officials say early estimates show more than 40,000 people showed up for the event. With such a large gathering condensed into a 3.5-mile route, many stood on the sidelines enjoying the atmosphere.
Just all the people watching, and there's just a lot of fun seeing the families and kids and everybody out having a great time.
Sponsor Cirque du Soleil set up a photo area featuring set pieces from their new show Curios that launches in early December at Dodger Stadium. Performers let CicLAvia participants join in on the fun. Workers with another main event sponsor, Metro, say they were glad to continue the mass transit company's daily mission of getting people out of their cars.
Metro is proud to sponsor this because it's bringing Southern Californians together, bringing people from LA together, and in this case, bringing people from Pasadena, from their homes, onto the streets. We're just having a lot of fun. There's a lot of happiness, and that is a commodity that we probably need a lot more of in this world.
Based on Sunday's success, CicLAvia officials say they hope to organize a Crown City event every 2 years. CicLAvia Executive Director Aaron Paley says Pasadena set the bar extremely high for future cities to strive for when it comes to an event like this. That's it for the news. Mary and Joseph, now back to you.
Thank you, Jesse.
No, don't we also have the big
Wait a
music
minute.
day coming up too, though?
Goatee.
Right? Yeah.
It wasn't my call.
Goatee.
It wasn't my call.
It was in the script.
Blame it on somebody else.
Somebody else. But yeah, Make Music Pasadena is happening this
Make
weekend. It's
Music
going to be
Pasadena.
amazing. 150 bands, 12 venues in 12 hours. It's the biggest free concert on the west coast of the United States.
What do you say?
And we need to stress that again.
Free.
It is free. It is free. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Make sure people check that out.
All right.
Well, there's lots
Thanks.
coming up. There's a family getting evicted from their historic home in Altadena. The property owners taking the land back.
And one of the family members, Cindy Ugay, joins us to let us know really what's happening in that situation. She'll be on next. Thanks.